Fanny the Cyclone, the last of her kind. But to Edward Duncan, she's not just a museum piece, in spite of her nearly 50 years. Of course, she has to be primed and coaxed, but if the start is shaky, Fanny does function. Gear changing is controlled on the steering tiller, and transmission is by chain. Fanny vibrates with delight at the prospect of taking the road again, and chugs along the highway at a steady 15 miles an hour. Yes, those were the days when every run was an adventure and an extra passenger made the petrol motor look like a steam engine.
They set out from the British Transport Museum, a collection ranging from taxis to trucks. All had to be more than 21 years old. There were many buses and also a number of fire engines. One of them reached Brighton first. At Richmond, another historic vehicle began a daily horse bus service. For £3 a head, tourists can travel from Richmond Park to Hampton Court, part of the old London to Windsor run. The fare includes hot punch. But for up-to-the-minute transport, a homemade hovercraft. It belongs to Lord Brassey, who's bought it for £300. It's powered by 2 motorcycle engines. He tried it out in the grounds of his home at Apethorpe near Peterborough, and he'll use it for crop spray.
Since the 1904 model, rovers have come a long way, always in good tradition, to achieve the Rover 90. Though the gear change isn't under the wheel, 3 in the front seat sit comfortably. The 6-cylinder, 2.5-litre power unit will be a joy to the driver and his companions. Fords present the new Prefect and Anglia, both with a very new look. The Anglia is no longer the lowest priced car made in Britain, but it still aims at the cheapest high performance obtainable. At about 11 horsepower and at 40 miles an hour, it does 40 to the gallon. It has everything for the small family. The new Prefect is a 4-door edition with the same engine and chassis. And how they hold the road. Independent suspension is one of the secrets. If a lady were at the wheel, they'd say it was bad driving. Cars move in the best circles. You would never think to look at them that not so long ago their dear old granny was called Tin Lizzie.
In the last issue of Gaumont British News, we left the Austin A60, the round-the-world car, about to cross America, bound for New York. Here's the record-breaker's arrival in the great city after travelling nearly 3,000 miles across the American continent in 86 hours. But there's no time for sightseeing for the drivers, who are competing against time for British car prestige. The last flight took the car from Montreal to Prestwick, Scotland. So, the last lap of the 30,000-mile journey to London. And at the Longbridge works near Birmingham, congratulations from proud Austin employees. Journey's end as LOE 990 swings into London Airport, having completed its round-the-world journey in only 21 days, 9 days ahead of schedule. The last rendezvous as the giant Skymaster, the car's nurse on the overland routes, and its flying garage over the oceans also comes home. And so this festival ambassador, which has carried the symbol of Britain's greatness through 16 countries, makes its way into the South Bank exhibition. Here, the men who've made history were warmly acclaimed by Sir Gerald Barry, the Director General. Fitting indeed that this engineering triumph, carrying the festival symbol round the world, should take its place on South Bank, setting the standard for another century of British progress.